I remember the first time I outsourced some writing to an AI. I thought, this is going to save me hours. So I typed in, write a homepage for my consulting business.
And what did you get back?
I got back just the absolute worst of the internet.
Oh, no.
It was text just filled with corporate filler, all about how they were committed to excellence in every project and aim to bring your dreams to life.
Oh, the classic, we are leaders in the digital landscape. It's universally bland. And the reason we're doing a deep dive on this today is that your experience, it points to a surprising insight. The tool isn't the problem. The model isn't broken.
The teacher is the problem.
Precisely. If you feed it trash, it's going to write garbage, even if it's, sophisticated garbage. We have to stop treating AI like some random freelancer you hire off the street.
You just give it one instruction and hope for the best.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's look at the solution. We are diving into a structured system that transforms that generic AI output into unique, high-converting brand copy. Our mission is to fix that robot talk problem for good.
And that fix involves building the AI a permanent, tailored brain.
A brain.
Yeah, and this brain has to be built from specific data, your business facts, the exact language your customers use, and your actual sales goals.
So the roadmap here is pretty structured. First, we're going to cover why default AI fails so miserably, then the real core of this deep dive. The 3 crucial data dumps you need.
Your business cheat sheet, the voice dictionary, and what we call competitor secrets.
And then finally, we'll talk about how to actually implement all of this by building a custom GPT.
Right. And a custom GPT, if you have the pro version of these tools, is basically an AI worker that permanently remembers all your brand guidelines, so you never have to teach it again.
Okay.
So we have to start with the core failure mechanism, which is it's all about the data source. Standard AI models are trained on the average internet. And if you think about what that means, millions of corporate websites, press releases, marketing brochures, most of that is painfully boring.
So the AI learns from the lowest common denominator, the safest, worst examples of corporate speak online.
It does. It prioritizes what it calls coherence, so it outputs the safe average. That's point 1. The safe answer is the kiss of death for sales.
Right.
If you ask it to be professional, it just gives you the most generic, least offensive text you can imagine.
That's the key mental trap right there, isn't it? We think professional means avoiding risk, but avoiding risk just means you sound exactly like everyone else. You don't want to be average. You want your unique difference to shine.
And that leads right to point 2. The AI doesn't know how to sell. It thinks its job is just to describe features. It lists what you do or what you sell.
But selling is emotional.
It is. It's a story. Good copy focuses on the customer's pain points, not your feature list, and then it leads them to a clear call to action.
It sounds like the default AI is great at writing a dictionary entry, but it's terrible at writing a compelling movie trailer.
That is a perfect analogy, yeah. Without specific training, it just fills the page with facts that don't connect emotionally. And then there's point 3, the danger that just fundamentally destroys trust. Hallucinations.
The fact invention machine.
Yes. If you don't provide the foundational facts, the AI will just constantly invent details to finish the text. I've seen a local mechanic claiming to use NASA-grade technology.
Wow.
Or a new boutique that opened last year claiming it has 20 years of experience serving the community.
That's catastrophic. If a customer catches even one invented lie like that, their trust is gone. They bounce probably forever. You can't recover.
No, you can't. The real danger is that the AI prioritizes sounding complete over sounding true.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Is the main danger of that default AI output simply that it avoids the distinct language needed for actual sales?
Absolutely. It seeks safety, and safety is invisible.
So here's where it gets really interesting. We have to become like architects. Before you ask the AI to write a single word, you have to load its brain with these specific data blocks.
2 essential documents to start.
Okay.
Data dump 1 is the business cheat sheet. This is your truth source, your non-negotiable facts. This document prevents hallucinations and gives the AI actual substance.
So you're basically stacking Lego blocks of data piece by piece.
Exactly.
What are the key facts we have to include here? I mean, specifics must matter.
They do. You start by listing your services, but rank them in order of profit or popularity. Then, and this is crucial, you quantify your why me factor.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you just say, we are fast, the AI writes, we provide speed.
Right.
But if you write, We cut the industry standard 10-week turnaround down to 5 days. Now the AI can write compelling copy about speed. You have to quantify your difference.
So we need raw, specific metrics, not these fluffy claims.
Exactly. Then you add the boring details, guarantees, hours, pricing, what's in the package, and finally a profile of your ideal client, their fears, their demographics, their assumptions about your industry. This cheat sheet stops the AI from ever having to guess or invent anything.
Okay, that covers the facts, but facts don't sell themselves. We need to talk about that missing ingredient, data dump 2. This feels like the secret weapon here, the voice of the customer.
This is where most businesses just fail. They use corporate jargon like comprehensive solutions or synergistic partnership.
But customers don't speak like that.
Never. They speak emotionally.
You're talking to their friends, and they're saying things like, I just want white teeth without any pain, or I felt totally ripped off by the last company. That raw language is what cuts through the blandness.
Yes. Your business might say, we offer optimized payment pathways, but your customer says, I hate surprise fees.
And if your website uses the business word,
You lose that emotional connection instantly.
so how do we capture that genuine voice? Where do we find that slang?
You can use a simple deep research prompt on the AI, have it scrape forums, Reddit, Quora, review sites, Facebook groups. Ask it to find, say, 15 to 20 direct anonymous quotes from real people in your industry.
And we're looking for 3 categories of feedback, right?
Yes, the 3 key emotional zones. The struggle, which is their frustration with how things are now. The wish, what they desperately hope exists. And the anger, what they hated about previous companies.
And this raw output becomes your voice dictionary.
You upload this. You make the AI read it.
Whoa! I mean, just imagine having an AI that writes your copy using the exact language your target market uses when they're venting their frustrations to a friend over coffee.
That's like scaling empathy.
It is. It replaces your business words with language that resonates emotionally and makes your pitch feel instantly familiar.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, why is finding and using that exact customer slang so crucial?
Because it targets their emotional pain points, which is what actually drives purchases. Okay, so now we have the facts and we have the voice. We need the final piece, which is structure, a proven layout, so we can learn from the best without, stealing their words.
This is data dump 3, competitor secrets. You use the AI to analyze the websites of the top 3 national giants in your industry.
And you're looking only at their blueprint, their layout, not their actual copy.
Exactly. You're copying the rhythm, not the lyrics.
So what structure elements should we focus on?
Look at the section order. What's the first thing they show after the hero image? Look at their hook structure. How quickly do they get to the pain point? Where do they put trust elements? Is it logos, testimonials, awards? And then note the clarity of their call to action. What color is the button? What does the text say?
And we save that analysis as competitor secrets.
Yeah.
So this brings us to the permanent solution. Building the custom GPT. This is where that consistency magic happens.
That's right. You upload all 3 files, the cheat sheet, the voice dictionary, and the competitor secrets, into the knowledge base of your custom GPT. This dedicated employee now knows everything and it never forgets.
But the files aren't enough. We need rules.
Mm-hmm.
The crucial step is setting what you call the golden instructions. It's not just about telling it what to write.
It's about what it cannot say.
Right.
Setting these strict negative constraints is the most critical step for preventing that prompt drift. You have to explicitly forbid the fluff words that trigger robot talk. The ban list should be comprehensive.
Okay, give us the list of shame.
Unleash, elevate, navigate, digital landscape, cutting edge, synergy, and probably the worst of all, holistic. You ban them explicitly in your instructions, so every time the AI tries to use one, it's forced to find a simpler, more human word.
I still wrestle with prompt drift myself. If I step away for an hour and come back, sometimes the AI has slowly started to revert to its generic nature. Having those permanent, written, negative constraints makes all the difference.
And you enforce the tone just as strictly. The instruction should be simple. Write like a friend talking to a friend over coffee.
So short sentences, simple words.
Yeah, that forces the humanity back into the copy and makes it approachable.
But wait, doesn't forbidding words like cutting edge risk making my brand sound, dated? Especially if I'm in a modern industry.
Not if you replace the jargon with specific claims from your cheat sheet. Instead of, we use cutting-edge technology, you say, we use proprietary ceramic injection, which cures 5 times faster.
Specificity always beats fluff.
Always. You're forcing it toward quantifiable value.
So what is the single most critical instruction for preventing the AI from slipping back into robot talk?
Explicitly forbidding fluff words like elevate or cutting edge in the golden instructions.
Oh.
Okay, now for the actual writing workflow. This is where people make their biggest mistake. Never ask the AI to write the whole website.
Why not?
It overwhelms the model, the quality drops instantly, you have to go page by page, section by section.
So you'd start with the home page, and you give it a really structured prompt that references the data you already uploaded.
Exactly. You asked it to outline the sections based on your competitor's secrets analysis. Then you ask it to write the copy for specific parts, the hero section, the problem section, and here's the key directive. Enforce the use of quotes from your voice dictionary to describe the customer's pain.
So that directive forces the AI to integrate that emotional language we collected.
It links the three components: structure from the competitors, facts from your cheat sheet, and emotion from the voice dictionary.
Let's talk about the About Us page. That is historically the most boring page on the internet. It's usually just a chronological list of accomplishments.
It shouldn't be about your history. The About Us page should be about the customer's future. The story arc has to be customer-focused.
How so?
It should read, "We saw a problem in the industry," and you use the voice dictionary to articulate that problem. Then, we built a solution for you, and here are the specific values we promise to uphold.
So the founder's journey is framed as solving the listener's problem, not celebrating a resume.
It shifts the focus from "look how great we are" to "we understand your frustration because we experienced it too."
The AI gets you, say, 90% of the way there, but that last 10% is the crucial human polish. You still need that refined loop.
That's the checklist. First, you have to read the copy out loud. If you stumble over a sentence, the sentence is too long or too complex, it's a great litmus test.
I tried the read it out loud trick last week, and I caught the AI calling my company vertically aligned. I would never say that in real life.
Right.
If I wouldn't say it over the phone, it shouldn't be on the website.
Precisely. Second, you check the facts against your cheat sheet. Did it get the price right? Did it list the correct hours? You're the final fact checker. And third, you add personal flair, a local reference, an inside joke. Something only a human could add.
And finally, a brief note on basic structure. You can't be clever with navigation. There are 5 core pages every service business needs.
Right. You have to have the homepage. That's to answer 3 questions in 5 seconds.
Okay.
What do you do? Who is it for? And how do I buy it? Then you need a services page, the About page structured around the customer, a page for social proof, and an easy contact page. People hate guessing, so make it obvious.
Okay, let's unpack this. What are those 3 essential questions the homepage must answer within 5 seconds?
What do you do? Who is it for? And how do I buy it? So to summarize the core idea here, you just can't succeed with AI writing by using generic prompts. Effective AI requires inputting those 3 specific knowledge blocks.
Your non-negotiable business facts.
Your raw, emotional customer language.
And a structural analysis of your top competitors.
Yes.
You are the programmer. You're the architect. The robot is only as smart as the teacher. Be a good specific teacher, and you get branded content that sells for you 24/7 without sounding like every other site on the planet. So we encourage you, right now, to start the homework. Open a blank document, spend 15 minutes, and write the first draft of your business cheat sheet. Get the specific data out of your head and into a structured document. That simple act is the start of solving the robot talk problem forever.
And this raises an important question. If defining your brand voice requires strictly forbidding what you cannot say, all those banned words, how much of our own authentic voice as people is defined by the rules and boundaries we set for ourselves?